Hello, boozers, and how you all doing tonight? All right, we have got one hell of a show for you. I decided to do this at the last minute because A, I wanted to drink. B, I wanted to drink. C, because damn it, I want to drink. So now, what I've got going on here is pretty much a good show for you tonight. I've found some things that I want to discuss with you, some things that are coming up, and pretty much test out the new headphones. What do you think? It sounds like from here, it sounds actually it's going to be really quite a good contrast because I'm no longer using my webcam microphone. I'm now using these expensive fucking things. And yeah, so let's get into what we've got here for tonight. So let's start off with, well, what should we start off with? I know. Let's start off with what kind of beer I am going to be drinking. Right, let's go with that one. So tonight, I might be going with one. I might be going with two, depending on how fast I get them down. But let's get this going, shall we? First up, I'm going to start heavy. I'm going to start hard. We're going to start off with the 10.3% Triple Summit from Six Corners Brewery. Now, they have not got their own brewery up yet. They're really getting themselves and making their beers out of Saskatchewan right now at Paddock Wood. I cannot wait for these guys to show up and have their own brewery. It would be lovely to see. So, yeah, it's an IPA. And like I said, 10.3% IPA. This is an amazing beer. I've had it before. I've reviewed it before. $2.99 a bottle. Yeah, $2.99 for a 10.3% ABV bottle of IPA beer. That's going to kickstart your night right there. If you're going to the co-op, it's actually $3.99. Anywhere else outside of Alberta, it's probably a little bit more if they sell it outside of Alberta. Not too sure though. This has been in my fridge for a bit, so it's probably not as fresh as it could be, but that's okay. 10.3%. That's all I care about right now. And as you see, it's nice and cloudy. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous looking beer, and there's sediment. Fuck. Didn't pour that properly. There's a lot of sediment at the bottom. So I might be drinking chunks tonight. Hopefully not blowing them. All right. Definitely have that hop smell again. Got the citrus with it as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. Small head. Let's give it a shot. Cheers, folks, to a wonderful night. Let's get this party started. Yep. Still got a lovely taste. Yeah, that sediment. Ooh, I can't show you this. All right, I'll take a picture and I'll show it to you on my Twitter page a little bit later on. That sediment left a mark. Wow. It looked like it peed on the foam. Like that's kind of disgusting. However, if you can see that, yeah, it's not good. There we go. Look, there's pee on the foam. Go figure. All right, tonight I've got a few things I want to discuss. So let's get ourselves started and go from there, shall we? Yep. That's it. I'm gonna have a good night. So tonight, I've got a few things we're gonna talk about. First of all, I want to talk about something that actually I found on the Albino Rhinos page, and I found it absolutely fucking hilarious. It actually is a tweet that was sent from a brewery to the WWE. I wish I could make this shit up. I really wish this stuff, but it's true. It's absolutely true. This is from Blue Ribbon to the WWE. I have a message to John Cena and the WWE. We have a chokehold called the cease and desist pretty sure we'll see you. And it's giving, is that seriously the middle finger? Are they actually giving the WWE? They are giving the WWE the middle finger. I'm kind of impressed with this, but I'm also thinking you guys are really fucking stepping in a big pile of dog poo. I don't think you know who you're messing with. WWE has been in a lot of controversy. It's been all over the place. Excuse me. And yeah, don't be pulling this shit with the WWE. These guys will actually probably stomp you worse than Stone Cold Steve Austin would if hasn't had a beer or coffee, for that matter. They would probably body slam you harder than Yokozuna could. You think you have all the breweries backed behind you for your cease and desist, and you probably have a ton of lawyers and everything else like that, and it's probably going to be settled out of court because you guys really need some fucking money. So you're going after some bigwigs. Got it. Absolutely got it. They're probably going to come back and they're probably going to go back and forth with this. And they are probably going to play who's got more money to pay off their lawyers and see how long this lasts in court. Probably going to have a settlement, either that or Vince McMahon and his company is going to be chicken shit and just sort of pay off. Either or, why? Seriously, why? If you're trying to make a name for yourself, you don't do that kind of shit. You just don't. That's something you just seriously cannot do, folks. Yeah, okay. They used your picture. So the reason why they did the cease and desist, and I forgot to mention this, was they actually had John Cena in one of the Blue Ribbons t-shirts, which, you know, if you buy it, you can actually advertise it. Hi, I am not actually part of Brewery du Moulin, but I still wear this shirt because I like to. If you guys don't like me wearing it, by all means tell me otherwise, but I'm a reviewer and I like to wear brewery shirts. I'm also a metalhead, hence the Megadeth. And this is also my staple hat that I use for my show. This is something that I always have. If I don't have this, I have another one on standby, but I don't like using it. This is my show hat. This is what I go out when I do conventions and everything else like that. I've not got a cease and desist from Megadeth yet. It could happen. But at the same point in time, it's free advertising for them. So why the fuck not? Free advertising for you guys too. So why the fuck not? And he's got another picture here, and it's hustle, loyalty, and respect with the blue ribbon symbol backwards, so flipped in reverse, but it doesn't show a blue ribbon or anything else like that. And it's got a different design and everything else like that. And it's not exactly the blue ribbon per se. It's a circle with a line through it and a line this way, but it doesn't have a ribbon. It's a circle. Dude, guys, they're not fucking copying you. There's not a full fucking copy there. It is actually just a symbol that they may have altered a little bit and had it so that you can't probably do a cease and desist. You do cease and desist for the other picture, yes, fine. If you really want to be tightwads about this. And I'm calling you guys tightwads. You guys make some cheap fucking beer and you're going to be tightwads about this. Come on. Seriously. Free advertising. Free symbolism. Free everything else like that in a major corporation where they broadcast their stuff globally. Globally. But it's a different picture. Come on, guys. Are you really that desperate for money? Just calling it as I see it. If you want to know what this thing is, it's also on my Facebook page. I did post the Twitter, and it's actually, I saw this and I laughed. Seriously, I laughed so hard. Now, I don't know if they're joking around. Great. You're actually fingering the WWE. I'm sure Stone Cold would come down here, give you the double fingers themselves, and you guys would be in for a fight for your life. Yeah, no, you guys really, are you that desperate? Are you seriously that desperate because your water tastes like piss? I'm not calling it a beer. Just calling it as I see it. This is a 10.3% beer. That is piss water. That a lot of people like. Fair enough. I personally can't drink it unless I really, 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 really have to. And it'd be this choice or Boxer. And even then, I'd actually probably choose water. So, yeah, guys, I just, you want to do a cease and desist on me? Go ahead. I'm just calling it as I see it. I'm a reviewer. I'm allowed to say it. I have a freedom of speech. So, yeah, that's interesting. That was quite interesting. Next up, I have got something else here. Now, again, Canada's fucked up. Plain and simple with our rules for distributing beer between provinces. Plain and simple it is. You have your rules, you have your guidelines. You're not allowed doing past 48 proof or 24% ABV per what you have. You can only have 5 liters if you're shipping it between people. And you can't ship wine, you can't ship hard alcohol unless you fly it out. They got a bunch of sticky rules. Now, one guy brought stuff in to Quebec from New Brunswick, and he got away with it. They tried to charge him with it, and he fought it and won. They said, nope, he can bring as much booze as he wants across. Done. Well, the province of New Brunswick did not like this. So they decided to appeal the Border Booze Court ruling. So now here's the thing. This was back in April 29th, so it was a little bit ago. It was about a month ago, and they didn't like it. New Brunswick government is appealing a provincial court ruling that threw out provincial limits on imported alcohol from other provinces. In an April 29th decision, provincial court Judge Ronald LeBlanc, Matthew LeBlanc, dismissed charges that retiree Gerard this guy over here, violated the New Brunswick Liquor Control Act by bringing 14 cases of beer and 3 bottles of alcohol into the province from Quebec. Yeah, because you guys don't have any good craft beer places in there, so he's got to go across the border, get some better beer, get some better wine, get some better breweries. Yeah, see what I'm saying here? So on Friday, the Office of the Attorney General filed a notice of appeal with the New Brunswick Court of Appeal, asking to hear the appeal by passing the Court of Queen's Bench as a court of appeal. So he's going higher up. Fair enough. The province contends that LeBlanc made errors in the law in his decision to dismiss the charge against Camus, I don't know, Shamu, whatever. And so basically from there, sorry, I'm paying attention in chat here too. Welcome back, by the way. In notice of the appeal filed with the court, the Attorney General's office maintains those errors pertain to Section 121 of the Constitution Act and Section 134 of New Brunswick Liquor Control Act. And basically, 121 of the Act of the Constitution states all articles of growth, produce of or manufacture of any of the provinces shall, and from after union be admitted free into each other's provinces. So the province alleges that LeBlanc erred in the law with his legal interpretation of Section 121 of the Constitution Act in the following ways. By interpreting the section to have a meaning contrary to that determined by prior decisions in the Supreme Court of Canada, which are binding on him. By concluding without evidence that previous decisions of the Supreme Court will rendered without benefit of the evidence before the trial judge. By saying all these lawyers have looked into this and they're trying to find loopholes. I'm not going to read all this shit. Forget it. Section Section 134 of the Liquor Control Act states that people in the New Brunswick may only have liquor purchases from the New Brunswick Liquor Corporation because they still have shit. No breweries, they still have shit, and they have to pay for all this stuff. So the money goes to New Brunswick. Fair enough. Okay. Now it goes on and it goes on. Kamau's, and here we go again. Yeah, Camus, Camus, Shamu, whatever. I'm drinking tonight. I really don't care. Defense was backed by the Canadian Constitution Foundation before his trial began. The foundation indicated it expected the case to eventually end up before the Supreme Court of Canada. So we're going to waste taxpayers' money because the New Brunswick province wants to say they want to keep shit inside the province. We're one country. Okay, plain and simple. We are absolutely one country. I personally like the fact that I can get my BC beers in Alberta. I'm a fan of that. I really am. But I can't get all of them. So if I go over to BC and pick up some, you know what? I don't expect to be pulled over for it. Why? Because I'm bringing it back to Alberta, I'm reviewing it and showing everybody else. Granted, he's doing it for just legal consumption because he wants to drink. Understandable. And it's making a case into something that's no, you really don't need to do this kind of stuff, honestly. A mountain out of a molehill, so to speak. That's pretty much what it is. It honestly is one of those things that I like. It's one of those things that is stupid, but I like the fact that he's fighting it. It's it's one of those things that really, do you have to do this? Really, are you guys, again, are you that desperate that you need to have one person fight against one person? Because I'm sure a ton of other people have done it before him, but he's the only one that got caught. If you're trying to make him into a martyr for this, or you're trying to make yourselves into heroes, don't do it. Unless you've got a ton of breweries that you can say are amazing and better than Quebec, don't do it. To be honest, let me just pull something up here. Breweries. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, my back is killing me too. So, let's see what we got here. Atlantic provinces. All four of the top 100 beer advocates Canadian beers brewed in Atlantic Canada are brewed in Halifax, Nova Scotia. 3 of these are made by Propeller and one by Garrison. I don't see anything saying New Brunswick. Do you? Really, you guys, there's a lot of breweries in Quebec. Quebec's got over 100. BC's got well over 100 as well. But it's just one of those things that, honestly, we're sharing beer. You shouldn't stop people from sharing beer. That's not right, guys. Like, really, it's absolutely not right. You should just sit there, enjoy it, and maybe sit down with this guy and have a beer or two and learn a thing. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? So honestly, I don't understand why you guys are doing this, but whatever. It's going to go to court. It's going to make the news. We're going to report it. We're going to tell people about it. And I bet you anything, the Supreme Court's going to look at this going, yeah, okay, he brought in beer. So what? What kind of beer did he bring in? Do you guys have a brewery for local beer that he brought in? No. Where's the problem? Sure, he supported Quebec by spending money there over New Brunswick. Still, where's the problem? We're all one country. even though Quebec wanted to separate a long time ago. But we're not going to get into that. That's politics. We won't touch that. We won't touch that at all tonight. Well, maybe I just did touch it a little bit. So yeah, that right there is just, it's a little something that, you know, I don't understand. I really don't. But that's just me. So what else? What else? Well, I know that I'm still thirsty after talking and ranting for a bit. Yeah, there's still cinnamon at the bottom. This better not make me sick tomorrow. That would suck. I've got a tour tomorrow, which I'll talk about in a bit. So, the other day I actually was looking online and I actually saw something. And I'm going to, I guess, kind of pimp this out a little bit because I thought, you know, that's actually a really good idea. I thought I might as well give this a shot. Now, a little while ago, I talked about the Canada Craft Club. This is actually a place where you can buy beer and get it shipped to you, but you don't know what beer you're getting. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, I am kind of hesitant on it because the first couple months have been rocky for these guys, but they're getting better. They really are getting better. Give me a second here. So, six corners. And here I'm typing and talking at the same time, so you're going to hear me and also see it on the chat. By the way, if you guys want, come join me in chat. I've got one person in here talking, and yeah, I will try and answer. So if you see me stalling, it's because of you guys in there. I'm giving you guys love in there. So yeah, the Canada Craft Club, they started out on a rocky road. Um, and they actually started off with, they've got this thing where you get 2, 4, or 6 beers in a pack. It's kind of expensive to ship to Eastern Canada. It's kind of expensive to ship north of 60. Western Canada is kind of expensive, but locally it's not. I just pay for the tax pretty much. So they've been doing this thing for the past little bit, and they've just got it started where they're starting to get some specials on going. And this one I wanted to get. Now, each year I've been talking about doing a Father's Day special. And I've been looking at this going, well, I've been doing Father's Day special. Last year I did a Rogue beer, which was I can't remember the name of it, but it was a Father's Day beer. This year I'm getting this. I'm getting the 6-pack for the craft beer. Now, they're doing something a little extra in this because it's a Father's Day gift pack, which is actually really quite cool. It costs me about $85, so it might cost you a little bit more if you have to get it shipped into different areas. It doesn't ship down to the States. Sorry, guys, they're not that good yet. And it's the Canada Craft Club, not the International Craft Club. Just pointing that out. So, from there, they've made this Father's Day one, which is great. So you get 6 large format craft beers, collectible tasting cards, which I've heard is one of the better tasting cards out there because they have so much information in it, and the other places don't have that good of stuff. This is one of the better ones out there. And I and from there they've got the Canada Craft Club bottle opener, just what I need. I think I might need some more bottle openers. I'm not too sure. Honestly, I don't think I have enough. I think I might need some more. I think there's some over there. There's some underneath here. Oh, yeah. Forgot my sheep shagger. My favorite one. Love this one. Thank you, Colleen. But I think I need more of them just in case I misplace one of these many that I've got on my desk. But honestly, I like to collect these. What can I say? And quality home delivery. Their packaging apparently is really amazing. Now, what I'm hoping for is that the 6 large format craft beers are all individual ones. There's no duplicates in it because they've had duplicates in it before. Sorry, gassy, good IPA. Actually, you know what? I'm going to open up my other one too because I've got a guy double fisting here. I can't see him double fisting alone. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to open up my second one here. It is the Mill Street Original Organic Lager at 4.3%. And yeah, you know, I got to do this just to see how it is. This one I got from Willow Park. This one actually was by Dave, the beer guy. He actually had a pick of everything, and so he did a 6-pack up, and this was one of the 6 in there. There was Steamworks, there's a few other things, and yeah, it's see-through. I can almost see through the thing here. So, ooh, sorry about that. That probably just rattled off in your ears. And that's actually nice. That's a good smelling lager. Wow. Unfortunately, Mill Street was bought out by a macro brewery, but we're not going to judge them right now. We're going to drink this. Cheers. Okay, seriously, this is light compared to this other one. It does have a clean taste. I do like that. It's actually really quite good. That's really good. Now this, yeah, bitter as fuck. Yep. That's going to be an interesting contrast to go between. Not that I'm going to make some later on. Spoilers. Anyways, back to this. These guys have got they've done duplicates, but I haven't seen anyone order the last couple of months, so I don't know if they're still doing duplicates or not. I have been looking for what they've done for the month of April and May, and they put up some videos, but not a lot, and I don't know if they've done 6 individual ones. It looks like they have been because they've been posting pictures of 6 individual beers, so I think they're doing 6 individuals for this now, which is great. That's fine. And so I'm hoping that they do 6 individual beers. Hard part about this is the fact that I have had a lot to drink. No, I don't mean that I'm drunk. I mean that I've had a lot of beers to drink over the period of time, and I like to keep up on all the stuff that's new out there. So I probably would have a couple of these. Now, last month I looked at it, and I've had 1 out of the 6. So I thought it'd be a good idea just to give it a shot because that's good odds. I'm hoping this month would be good odds too. So in June, I will be doing an unboxing to find out what beers are in here and to look at the tasting notes and everything else like that for Father's Day. So this will be my Father's Day special. Again, spoilers. So I'll be doing that for Father's Day. I'm kind of excited about it. If you want to see what it's all about, go to Canada Craft Club, and there's a link there for the Father's Day special. Click on it and see what it's all about. Oh, you also get some other stuff too. Boy, oh boy, I missed the fine print. This package also includes a $15 gift card for the Canada Canada Craft Club online store. I know I'm not having a stroke. Coupon for 20% off the first 3 months of club subscription. So if you get 6 bottles and it's $80, 20% off that, you save about $10. 1 year subscription to Draft Magazine, which is actually kind of cool. I kind of like the fact that Draft Magazine is actually something that you get to read and you get to see all the good stuff. So I might have more material for my chatters. Look at that. It's a win-win for me. Now, for the people who want to do this, you have 3 days, 23 hours, 31 minutes, and 11 seconds left to order if you really want to order something like this. Again, it's pricey. It's $75 plus shipping, plus provincial taxes. So it may cost a little bit, but it might be worth it. You never know. Like I said, I'm giving it a shot because they're based out of Calgary, And I said I would, and I couldn't turn this down. This is something that I wanted to do. So here's your Father's Day special. For the people who are watching, I will be doing something like this. I won't be drinking all 6 on Father's Day because I do have my kids and I want to pretty much be sober for Father's Day. Just throwing that out there. So yeah, from there, I don't know if I really want to talk about this one or not, but it's Father's Day. Yeah, let's watch Daddy throw up. No, 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 no. Bad thoughts. Though that I think I might do that for basically my daughter's 18th birthday or something like that. Who knows? Hey, Daddy, you're hungover more than I am. Yes, I am. I had to do this because you're 18 now, and that just hurts my head. So from here, I don't know how to approach this. How do I approach this? I know how. Oh, I know how. Let's start off by saying, what the fuck? Let's continue with, what the fuck? I know people are getting desperate for putting shit in beers. For the past little bit, we've seen a bunch of stuff. We've seen stag semen. We've seen beard trimmings, yeast from beards. We've seen belly button lint. Yes, if you missed that one, there's belly button lint beer that they're trying to make out there. I didn't want to report that because I don't want to throw up in my mouth each time I say it. There was also the pledge for the vagina beer, which I think failed miserably. And if they extended it, which hopefully will fail miserably again. But now, and also the whale semen beer too. Mustn't forget about the whale semen beer that the crazy fuckers up north did. But now we've got something else. What is the next big thing in craft brewing? Whale vomit. I'm going to let you sink that one in for a second here. Whale vomit. Let's take every single orifice we have that animals have and see if we can make a beer out of it. Human, whatever. Whale vomit is better than whale semen. Okay, let's put this into perspective. No. They're both equally awful. Both equally awful. Because of the fact that whale semen is probably salty and has a lot of little fucking whale sperm swimming around in it. That's dead, yes, but that's how they made the beer. Whale vomit is regurgitated food that they've eaten. Eat it. Oh my god, eaten. Regurgitated food that, when people vomit, it doesn't smell nice. When whales vomit, I'm sure it probably doesn't smell nice either. Seafood beer. Yes, there's a kelp beer. Okay, yes, there's a kelp beer. There's Tofino kelp beer, which is not bad. But that's kelp. That's vegetables. That's not vomit. That's not semen. That's not stag. That's not vagina juice. That's not belly button lint. That's kelp. That's absolutely kelp. And so, yeah, I'll get to that. I'll also expensive. Let's get to this because I'm going to read the article here. Let's go. All right. From belly button lint to sewer wastewater. Oh yeah, there was that one too. We're desperate. We are a sick, desperate breed. We've seen our fair share of unusual and pretty grimy beer additives, but a new ale from a team of Australian brewers, maybe one of the most unusual and unpalatable. Moby Dick Amber's Ale from Robe Town Brewery. Yes, they called it Moby Dick. Is brewed with a pungent musky substance called, and as you said, it is called ambergris. Yeah, I'm really having some bad troubles with saying shit tonight. Which is also known as whale vomit, reports AustraliaABC.net. At least it's not Fox News. To those unfamiliar with whales, ambergris is a solid waxy material which scientists believe is formed in the intestines of sperm whales. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Um okay, sperm whales. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm not gonna go all Beavis and Butthead here. It is said to aid in digestion, but when the animal dies, it's regurgitated into the ocean. Is that almost like your soul coming out just in whale format and solid instead of energy? Possibly. So, so basically, when the whale dies, it throws up or shits out, depending. Regurgitated meaning throwing up. Okay, throwing up this waxy substance. I no longer need this. Bleh, and done. One of life's mysteries. Since it's only available once the creature is no longer living and seldom washes up on the shore, it's very expensive. You called it again. A 1 pound piece sold for $63,000 back in 2012. Okay, maybe I have to start learning how to dive so I find this waxy shit. In medieval times, the substance was used for medicinal purposes. Today, perfumes. Okay, now so was castor oil, and so was cod liver oil, and so was all the other gross shit that they made for medicines. This is just one of them. Today, perfumers use it to enhance scents and give them the staying power. So in other words, they make it so it sticks to you and doesn't go away. Fair enough. So when you drink this stuff and shit it out, does it stick to your intestines, and whenever you fart, it pretty much stays with you for a while? Does it make your farts worse? Inquiring minds want to know. Ambergris is also said to have boast an aphrodisiac quality. So it's also used as an aphrodisiac. Awesome. So why use it in beer? Because we're fucking bored. We got nothing better to do. No, that's not right, because we're being original. Oh, God. The new meaning of giving away pheromones to attract the opposite sex. You fart and you have a power of seduction because you have this shit in you. Yep. Yep. We went down that dark path tonight. It's after midnight. That's all. That's all I got. Thank you very much, folks. No, I'm kidding. When I heard the ambergris was used in the perfume industry, I thought, I wonder if that could be used to flavor or spice up a beer. Have you dranken the fucking perfume? Is this your Kool-Aid that you've had to think that it would be good in beer? Because if that's the case, no. Said Martin's, oh, I'm not going to pronounce his name. One of the brewers behind Moby Dick told ABC.net. So one night we got outside. It was 34 degrees outside, and we thought we'd go and throw some shimps on the barbie, get a few brews in us, and I've got the wrong accent going, and I really don't care. And then we got really high and thought, that $63,000 thing for a pound, would it go well in a beer? Let's try it. A few years ago, um, he says that some of his friends found a 400-gram lump of amberes on a nearby beach that inspired the brewer to add a little zing to a new ale. Yep, yep, yep. You were bored. It's understandable. You were bored. It was a relatively fresh piece, quite a smelly piece, so it was airing and curing in the backyard before I got a hold of it. Hmm, what is that horrid smell? Oh, oh, that would go great in a beer, but it smells bad. No. He extracted the aroma by soaking small sections in alcohol. The result was a musky tincture that he added to an amber ale during the bottling process. Well, when you're a brewer, you'll do anything for a little bit of a extra boost. I'm not going to deny that. These guys know their shit, but the brew was created as a special edition for a beer festival in Melbourne, Australia, earlier this month. It appeared alongside the infamous belly button beer, which brewers used human belly button lint as yeast. Oh, I'm still yeah. Okay. Now you brought up a good point there. I'll continue on with the story, but for the people that are watching and haven't seen the chat, they won't see the chat afterwards. The comment was made, the making of the booze smells bad too, depending on the stage and the booze. I have to admit this is true. My father made beer before when it wasn't considered craft beer, it was considered shit beer. And during the yeast process and everything else like that, it didn't smell bad per se. It was pretty much like a smelling salt to wake you up. So basically, the smelling salts that people use for boxers to wake them up, it had that smell. At least that's what my father told me. I don't know what smelling salts really smell like, and I don't plan to find out because the beer that I was smelling was horrid, plain and simple. So, but is this perfectly perfumed whale ale worth the swig? It tastes a little bit like the sea. It tastes a little bit like marine animals. Okay, I'm going to pause there. Really, hold on a second here. It tastes a little bit like marine animals. Um, okay. First of all, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to taste marine animals. Secondly, ew. How? Okay, there's a sea lion over here. Let's go over there and lick it and see what happens. See what it tastes like. Why not? God knows I've gone by like Trial Island in Victoria where the sea lions hang out, and it's like smelling the ass end of an elephant, lion, tiger, horse, bear, and every other sea creature out there as you go by. It is a foul smell. I wouldn't want to taste what those things are like. Just saying. It's really interesting, I think, co-brewer Christy Brazelis admitted. Others describe it as surprisingly sweet, unlike the Seaman beer, which is salty. But some tasters were reportedly disgusted. You wonder why. You make perfume out of this stuff and it stays on you. Like, just no. Though ambergris is relatively hard to come by, Marcellus says Robe Town plans to brew a bigger batch since they have plenty of the pungent tincture left. Um, you have 400 grams. How much? How much can you make off of 400 grams? Well, 400, like 1.57 kilogram lump was worth $70,000. So these beers would probably go around $20. Well, I'm gonna say between $40 and $60 Canadian a bottle. And it's probably gonna be those small bottles, if not a perfume bottle, because they're gonna try and associate it with perfume. At least I would market it that way. Why not? I don't think I'd ever have this. I really don't think I would ever have this. Due to the fact that it's just gross. Like, you think about that. It's up there. It's not quite up there with a vagina beer. Gonna say that. It's not quite up there with the belly button lint. It's definitely not up there with the sewer waste water. Definitely not. That one tops the charts, even over the stag semen. $26 a gram to buy it online. There's 400 grams. Oh man, now I got to do math and shit. Thanks, dude. Okay, there we go. I don't have to do math. You did it for me. 400 grams of $10,400. Now, so if they put in 3 grams per bottle, let's say, just to get that flavor out there, that's $76 or 72, 20, 54, 70, $82 a bottle, or $80 a bottle. But that's Canadian prices, plus importing, plus everything else like that. You can talk about $100 bottle of beer. Just like the guy in Vancouver that's doing the $1,000 bottle of beer. Crazy fuckers that they are out there. Yeah, $100 bottle of beer that may or may not be good because whale vomit probably stinks like poo. Absolutely like horrid poo. I wouldn't do it. I honestly wouldn't do it. If they gave me a bottle to review, I would have some friends over, not tell them what it is, and have them drink it, and then tell them afterwards. Because I'm an asshole like that. It's just, yeah, no, this is so wrong on so many levels that it's just not even funny. I couldn't. I really couldn't do that. Why would you drink it? So Adam in the chat saying he would 100% drink it. Why? Because it's a delicacy? Because it's like whale, or like not whale, but like snails, or even little eggs, caviar. That's the words I'm looking for. Like, it's a delicacy. Like, I couldn't do it. I don't care how rich I would get. I couldn't have that kind of stuff. Why would you drink it? That's kind of just because you said you've had it, possibly. I mean, I did have the beard beer. Something different, something that very few people in the world have tried, something you'll probably never get to try again. Well, if it goes over well, you probably would. But there might be a lot of people trying to take down a sperm whale just to get at that piece of wax. Pardon me. This as much as this is an interesting idea, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would ever have that. That's just not something I would do. Says the guy who's actually had weasel poo beer and actually enjoyed it. All right, maybe I would. Maybe I would, just to say I've tried it. Like I said, I've tried some different ones. What's one more? It hasn't made me sick. It's just made me fatter. So, yeah, okay. I'd probably try it. Yeah, see how much the beer costs. I'm looking at some of the comments here. Just give me an old Milwaukee of PBR. No thanks. Whale vomit, no big deal. Alcoholics will drink urine if they think there's booze in it. Okay, good point. I have a low gag tolerance. So in the chat here, you have poop beer, but not vomit beer. Same thing, but vomit hasn't gone through all the way through. True, but I hate vomit. I am not one that likes to throw up. Um, Last time I threw up was 14 years ago. No word of a lie. And that's only because I was on the floor in so much pain because my appendix I had acute appendicitis. It's the only time I've not thrown up since then. Knocking on wood, even though this is an IKEA disc. It's just, honestly, I can't. That's vomit. I can't do that. No, thank you. Uh, Yeah, yeah, no, it's some people are willing to give away their money to such malarkey. All right, fine, whatever. Honestly, no. Like there's a lot of strange shit coming out, and it's people just trying to get in from doing something original into doing something special. Like stick with the basics, stick with your IPAs, make them fruitier, make them different. Stick with your organic lagers. They're actually good, easy to drink, and they go down quite nicely. Um, Stick with putting fruit into sour beers. Experiment that way. But when you start playing with vomit beer and everything else like that, you're playing on a whole new level where you may or may not make it. It may work, it may not. Just look at places like, well, yeah, look at places like Rogue. Like they've made it, but they've marketed it really well. Beer, yeah, okay, fine. I've had it once. Don't think I'll ever have it again. And I still remember the taste 3 days into it. Or 3 days, 3 years into it. Like I said, this is a 10.3% beer, and it's going down quite nicely. And I'm getting close to the edge of that yucky shit. But I honestly, I'd probably draw the line between that and like the vagina beer. I'd probably draw the line there. If I want anything like that, I can get it. I don't need to have a beer made for me for it. So yeah, honestly, folks, that would be one thing I don't know if I would ever do. Um, if someone approached me and said, "Hey, you want a small sip of it?" Sure, okay, I'll have a small sip. What the hell? But other than that, that's all I think I would have. Now, so that's pretty much all I have right now for topics. So what do I have coming up in the next few weeks? Well, I like to say episode 100 is going through, but it's not. I probably am going to have to change a lot of things on it because I can't get people to fully meet up at the same time. Month of May has been very busy. It has been insanely busy. June is not looking any better right now, so I might have to change things up a little bit. I might just have who I can get and we'll do up a quick script and go from there. It's still going to be a script. I'm still going to try and do something with it because I really want to, and I want to try and get this done. So that will be done eventually. Unfortunately, it's probably not looking like till July now. So it's going to become the lost episode of 2016. I'll probably have it out in August. Who knows? Busy times, man. Busy times. From there, I've got something else that's going to be happening, but I was going to try and say it, but I can't right now. Things have changed drastically. Because I was going to be out in BC. I'm going to be hitting Victoria, and I don't know how much I'm going to be getting done. I wanted to get a couple of places looked at. Phillips was one of them I wanted to look at. Moon Underwater, I'm going to go visit. Category 12 is another one I want to go see. I've contacted everybody except for Phillips, and I probably will be stopping in, grabbing a few things, and then shipping them off to myself so I can review them back home. Since I don't get Moon Underwater here, I would like to bring it home so I can review it, because there's only so many reviews I can do in a short period of time, and while I'm out there, I can't get them done. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I found out that Saturday that I'm there, there's a Hoptopia for Phillips, and I've never been to this, and they've got like bunch of breweries coming in, some cideries, and it's pretty much $20. Get drink tickets for $1 each. Go around, drink, eat, be merry, get drunk. I can handle that. That I can handle, but I don't know if I'll be making it out for that. Category 12, I've talked to one of the co-owners, and she's expecting me, so I'm going to be going out there. I may not be able to get a tour because they're busy on the nights that I want to go, which is fair enough. I still want to go there. Seasider, I'm going to be heading there probably for a lunch, but I don't think I'll be doing any tours. I'll be meeting some friends there and pretty much hanging out, buying some of the ciders, because they're cheaper when you buy them at the breweries than they are out here, because it's like $18-19 a bottle, and then reviewing them. I was supposed to review them when I got them 2 years ago, but I drank them and got drunk and forgot to review them. Oops. So that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And it's only a whirlwind trip, so I'm there and back again. So probably I'll be back before my packages arrive, which is fair enough. From there, I might be taking another trip out in August. I'm trying to see if I'm allowed to go. Yes, I said it, if I'm allowed to go. I'll probably be hitting Vancouver at the end of August, because there is a craft beer cruise throughout the inner harbor of Vancouver. It's a 3-hour cruise. It's breweries that show up there, and you are on the water, drinking, having a good time. My kind of party. I love the water, I love drinking, and I love I like the coast. I hate Vancouver. So I'll probably be doing that in August. July, there's not much going on, so I've probably got some stuff that I'm going to fill up. I might even try and do the 100th episode then too. Drinking too fast. You're drinking too fast, Adam. So, yeah, from there, what else? What else do I have? I've got a couple of other things going on. Oh, right. Right. I'll wait till you get back and I'll tell you. September, not much is going on. I did want to still tour Minhas, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I insulted them on my root beer review, and I probably insulted them pretty badly. So I don't think that review is ever going to happen, or that tour is ever going to happen. They said they've been emailing me, but I don't think so. I do have some more beer coming to me from Red Dragon, or not Red Dragon, from Dead Frog, and I just spoiled what the beer was. So it's the Red Dragon Imperial Red, I think it is. I've got that coming to me. It should be here shortly, hopefully. They said they shipped it out, but I haven't received it yet, so soon possibly. And yeah, what else? Oh, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a tour. I've been dying to do this tour. I went and actually did a review for Toolshed, and they were gracious enough to say, "Hey, have you ever come by our place for a tour?" I said, "No." So I'm going to be doing a tour with them. I was going to be doing a tour earlier in the day, but now it's going to be later in the day, because there is a group coming in, and part of that group, there's a guy that actually, him and one other person did the craft beer advent calendar, and they only got so far into it before people got sick and they got tied up with everything else like that, so they kind of lost out on it. So I'm going to be joining them for this tour. So we might be doing a double vlog for this. So I might try and do a little bit of some live stuff. If they have Wi-Fi, I might try and do some live stuff on Facebook, record some things with my video camera, and go from there. So I am hoping that I can do this for Toolshed. I'll be doing a tour with them, which would be nice. And so, oh no, it's not the Craft Advent Calendar team. I've already met them. I've already met them, and they're super nice. And actually, they're the ones that give me support every now and then. And 2 years ago, they've been so awesome. It's actually one of the other guys that did reviews for the Advent calendars for December. So back when I was sort of pimping them out, they did the Philips, they did the Craft Advent calendar, and they also did the railroad crossing ones from Parallel 49 and Central City. There we go. They were doing that, but they dropped off after a while. So one of the guys that's doing it, he's coming down for doing a seminar, and he actually wanted to see if I wanted to join up for some beers, and I said yes. I totally wanted to. So I'll be meeting up with Edward McIntyre. Twit'em is his handle on Twitter, and we will be we'll be doing that. So it's actually going to be pretty cool because he's a fairly big YouTube or Twitter guy. Not a big YouTuber himself, but he's got himself going on Twitter. He's been invited out to do. Well, let's see if I can find it here. 2 seconds. WordCamp YYC. That's what he's doing, and he's doing WordCamp YYC. And he's been invited to be a speaker there, and then he's going out and doing a tour, and then afterwards I'm meeting up with him. We're doing a tour, and we're going to do probably a vlog back and forth, and who knows what we're going to do. It's going to be spontaneous. It's going to be spontaneous, so it's going to be pretty cool to check out. So again, I might be live on Facebook, on my Facebook fan page. I might try and do something live on Twitter. I haven't got that set up yet, but we'll see. We'll see if I can get it set up tonight. I've got a couple hours before I really need to go to sleep. And then from there, I've also been setting up my my streaming account. So I've been slowly trying to get things to work. I've done one video up, and so far it's been really choppy. It's been really grainy. But I want to try and see if I can do a live stream soon of playing games. I want to try and do Doom. I'm pretty much about halfway through it, I think. And I just want to jump in there and throw it onto Twitch and start streaming just to see if it works or not. So look for that in the near future. I'm going to do a couple more tests. I've got pretty much everything set up that I want to have set up. Recordings, like I said, it's grainy as hell, but there's not much I can do about that because it seems not to be working properly. But I've got a bunch of people that's helped me out with this, and I've been very grateful for that. If I could tweak it a little bit more, I'd be happy. So who knows? I would like to do some gaming of Doom and just showing my reactions while playing it. Actually, you know what? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I've got a beer and a half in me. Maybe I should do a live stream on Twitch as well. Just to see if it works. Why not? Why not? But before I do this, I'm looking at 2 beers here on my desk. I'm looking at a 10.3% or 10.5%. I'm looking at a 4 point something percent light beer, and I'm looking at spilling beer on the floor. Fuck. You're right. It is the Frankenbrew. And I mixed all the sediment at the bottom when I poured that in there. Awesome. Awesome. So we've become Frankenbrew Part 2. So, yes, it is the Frankenbrew. I have got the IPA in here from Six Corners. It is the Triple Summit at 10.3%. I have got the Organic Lager from Mill Street at 4.2%. And I got both of them in here. Well, folks, it's been a good night. Let's keep it going, shall we? Cheers. I'm going to get drunk tonight. Holy crap. That actually that takes down the IPA flavor and it doesn't make it as bitter. It actually gives it a good flavor. I could pound this back if I really wanted to. I don't want to because that means I'm going to have to open up more beer when I start playing games. But that actually is really, really good. The smell, not so much. The smell has more of an earthy tone to it, but that's actually not too bad. That actually, it's drinkable. Holy shit, that's drinkable. All right. The ratings for all of them, which I didn't do. Uh, not drunk yet. I'm still pretty much sober. Um, this as a lager, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 5. It's actually pretty good, smooth, easy drinking, and great as a summer beer. I actually enjoy that one. Summit IPA, great beer, good go-to beer. $3 a bottle at 10.3%. You want to get drunk for a cheap price? There you go. You just have to get past the point that it's an IPA. And at the same point in time, it is better than drinking a fucking Molson Canadian or 6 of them at the same price. Frankenbrew. Easy to drink. Not bad. Sediments all mixed in there mostly. Pardon me. It it's decent. It's actually really good. What did I say about not drinking all this? I can't remember. That's good. I'm gonna have to give that a 4 out of 5 too. Actually, that was really decent. I'm not an IPA fan, so that actually calmed the IPA flavor down. It actually mixed it and sort of dulled it down to a more manageable outcome. I'm still drinking a 10.3% beer, and I downed it even easier because of the 4.3. That now tastes like water. Shit. Fizzy water. All right. Well, I'm going to go and load up my Twitch. If you need to follow me, it's boozereviews.ca. I'm going to load it up and we're going to try and see if it works. I'm going to keep. Oh, now what am I going to keep open? I think there's chat and Twitch. If there's chat and Twitch, again, I'm a newbie at this. Please forgive me. Excuse me again. I'll keep chat open, so if you can hear me, great. We'll get it all sorted out, and I will be up in, let's say, 10 minutes. So if you want to watch, excellent. There is chat. Perfect. So if you want to watch, I'm on a level with a lot of demons, a lot of monsters, and me screaming and swearing a lot. And I will die a lot because I fucking hate this level. It is nasty as shit. But I'm going to try anyways. So come join me. I'll probably go for about half an hour to an hour, and we'll see how well it goes from there. So, folks, thanks for watching. I've been running for an hour and 8 minutes now. And yeah, Booze Reviews CA or boozereviews.ca, one of the two. Let me just double check here. And 2 seconds. Twitch.com. It is. Of course, not logged in. Go figure. Nope, Booze Review CA. So, if you want, no dot in it, there we go. That is my channel. I will be up in about 10 minutes. Come check me out. And yeah, we'll see you on there in a few minutes. Thanks again. Cheers. Stay frosty. Let's go play some Doom. Have a good night.